So, this is Mr. Wartsky again, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about metacognition. Now, this screencast is geared only to the introduction of what metacognition is. So, let's define metacognition. It is the ability to think about how you think. It allows you to become a problem solver, understand that you need to understand, and metacognition allows you to judge how you learn. Basically, we need to learn how to think. So, what is thinking? Now, I liken thinking to putting together a puzzle. I think we've all done that before. Now, in the beginning, when you're really young in kindergarten, the teachers just gave you a picture. Now, after a while, they gave you a two-piece puzzle and you solved it and you felt good about yourself. And they gave you a little harder puzzle like a three-piece or four-piece. And as you went along through school, the teachers would give you more and more pieces of the puzzle and they would get harder and harder. Now, remember, this is an analogy. So as you got older, the teachers might give you a puzzle without giving you the picture of what the puzzle should look like. And you would have to solve that puzzle just by going with the pieces that you got. That is where you should be right now in high school. Teachers give you little pieces of information and you put together the puzzle. Now, finally, after a while, you either start creating your own puzzle with the pieces that you got, or you actually start making your own pieces of the puzzle. So that's what thinking is all about for me. So in middle school, it wasn't really hard because they gave you pieces of the puzzle, the information, and all you had to do was put the puzzle together because they gave you the picture. All you had to do was remember and understand the concepts. You never had to apply what you learned in class. Now, maybe that sounds familiar because it's all a part of Bloom's taxonomy. So, what is Bloom's taxonomy? So, if you don't know or if you don't remember, these are the steps a person takes to learning how to think. The very bottom, the very basic, is remembering, and that is the recall of concepts or facts that you learned. It is also called retrieving and recognizing. The next step up, and I'll show you a diagram in a moment, is understanding. It can also be called comprehension. In understanding, you can summarize, you can compare, you can explain the concepts that you just remembered. So they build upon each other. Now, in middle school, that's all you needed to do. You needed to understand the material and remember it. However, right now, if you want to take an AP class, you need a little bit more than that. So what do you need? I'll show you. Here is Bloom's taxonomy. So if you take a look, the bottom two, remembering and understanding, but now you need to know applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. And I'll leave that on there for a second. So when you get to high school, the teachers will give you pieces of information, like pieces of a puzzle, and you need to put that puzzle together without the overall picture. You need to apply, which is use your current knowledge to solve a problem that you've never seen. That's basically solving the puzzle without the overall picture. Analyze, you can break down problems or information into individual pieces and then tell people how they fit together. Evaluate or critique, let's look at individual pieces and judge if those pieces are necessary to solve the problem. So it's like if someone gave you a puzzle but had extra pieces in there and you had to basically say, okay, I don't need these pieces, I just need these pieces. And creating and synthesizing, in which you were able to take the pieces of information and put them together in a new way to solve a different problem. So you take the pieces of the puzzle that you have here and make a different picture. So how do you get through these levels? You get through these levels through a process of metacognition. So that's what we're going to learn about in the next presentation. And I hope you're really excited because I am.